Morning, it's a brand new week, it's a Monday, and you might think it's super early because I'm in my pyjamas still and I haven't done my hair or anything, but it is actually 25 past 11. I've been up since about 20 past 8. I'm struggling a little bit to go to bed early at the moment. It's all these gigs, it's disrupted me again. I've got used to going at 1 or 2 in the morning, and I went to bed at 2 last night. I didn't realise it was so late. I was watching some medical documentary about surgery and I was very fascinated by it, and the next thing I realised it was 2 a.m. I've been just working on my laptop since about 9ish, I think. 20 past 9 because I did some Portuguese before that. And also I've got a gig clash, a new gig's come in. It's clashing with a previous commitment, which isn't like a fully paid work commitment, but it's still a commitment nonetheless. So I've been trying to think about ways to free people up from that to do the gig without causing too much disruption. Anyway, no, it'll all be fine. It'll be fine. You win some, you lose some. I ordered a mic to cut another flute mic to come. If you watched my last vlog at the end of the last gig, my mic just stopped working, my flute mic, my Myers Featherlight flute pickup. I don't know why they call it a pickup, because a pickup is different from a mic. It's definitely a mic. But anyway, I've been thinking for a long time I should have a spare in my bag in case it breaks. So I have bought another one, so it's coming today. So that's 150 quid for one of those. It's actually come down in price. It used to be 170, 149.99 or something like that at the moment. I don't think it's necessarily the mic that is broken. I think it might have just been the lead. It wasn't the battery. You see, if you were in a sound check situation with a bit of time, you could troubleshoot things. You could say, right, is it the battery? Change the battery. And so you can tell if it's the battery. Well, I did change the battery and it still didn't work. So it wasn't the battery shouldn't have gone anyway. It wasn't even that old. So then you might try and change the lead. Is it the lead? Does it work with a new lead? Therefore it was the lead. Is it the channel it's going through on the mixing desk? That's another possibility. And there's all sorts of little possibilities that you want to try out really, but we couldn't because it was right at the end of the gig and there was one piece left and I just had to sit out of it really. I played along acoustically at the end, but you know, nobody could hear me. Anyway, so I've got another one coming today. I've been feeling insecure ever since I had my new mic because I only had one of them, because prior to that I always had 2 of my previous model that it just croaked and died basically. So I had one power supply but 2 mics, so it was always that case of like if one mic breaks I'll use the other one. I'm rambling on and rambling on. Musicians, tools, you're responsible for your mic basically. If your mic goes, it's your responsibility. So I'm feeling good now, but I hope it comes in time to leave for the next gig, and in fact more than that, in time for me to sort of set it up, because you have to assemble bits and bobs on this one. But I have asked Mick to please bring a boom stand and a microphone and a lead so I could just play into like a conventional mic as a last resort. Anyway, so that's that. What else? I think that's about it for my update. Anyway, I'm going to go and have a bath and get dressed now. That's my next thing, and then I'm going to do some flute practice. It's a cup of tea time now. I've had my bath and air wash, so that's it done. I'm not leaving till 5:30 today, and in between somehow having a bath and sorting myself out, I've managed to come up with a good working compromise for that double booking potential situation. So I don't know what I'm doing yet, but there's a critical mass enough for the Kaylee booking to go ahead, so that's the main thing. I'm going to take that down in the cellar and do my scales now. I've been gradually working my practice back up over the last 2 days. I did an hour on Saturday, about an hour and 20 minutes yesterday, and I'll see if I can do a bit more today. Try and build it up to its former glory after the cold. I have still got a little bit of a cough though. I think it's residual sort of asthma sort of thing. Cold air sets it off, and at the last 2 gigs we had a cold air blower for both of them. It did not help, but my coughiest gig was definitely Friday. Anyway, it's Monday today, and who knows, will it be a cold air blasty gig tonight? One of them we got to be in a courtyard. I don't think that's tonight though. I think that's maybe next one, maybe Thursdays. One of them we got to do a semi-open air one undercover this week, which I'm not looking forward to because the instruments get damp, you know. Sometimes they do. There we are, lovely cup of tea. Well, I did just under an hour of scales and exercise and things, and I got unexpectedly hungry. I was just going to come up, make another cup, and go down and do another stint of it really, some repertoire, but I'm too hungry. I don't want to stop and cook lunch because I'm kind of all warmed up now. I want to carry on fairly soon, so I'm going to eat a load of fruit and then go down and do some more. I need to get my prescription today because that was a total fail on Saturday. I've now eaten rather a lot of fruit, but I wanted to show you my puzzle. I haven't done very much of it, but I made a start. I was getting rather impatient with the top bit, but I think what I need to do is sit around the other side because it's just so far away and I'm not high enough up when I'm sitting down and I can't be bothered to stand up. So I think I'm going to sit around the other way and do that bit upside down, and then I can start on the middle bits, which I think are going to be more fun. I have eaten a banana, a big satsuma thing and 2 revolting plums that really are fit for the compost bin. They went from unripe to gone off. Like, I don't think there was an in-between phase that they went through, but I hate wasting food, so I've eaten 2 and I'm going to contemplate binning the rest, to be honest, while composting them. Right, I'm going to go play my flute again, more. 2:15 now. Do you know, I was feeling like I wanted a proper dinner, so I'm starting to make one of my pasta dishes so my daughter can have some if she wants. And do you know what? I need a courgette. And do you know where I'm going to get it from? My garden. It's not huge, but I've been thinking if I at least harvest one, it'll give the others more of a chance. So let's twist that one off. And we'll have the first of the yellow courgettes. Yeah. There's my tomatoes, look. Oh, that one's going red, look. Now, Ned said bring them in and make them, well, let them go ripe on the windowsill. And one of them has, actually. So I'll pick that one and add it to the collection. Look, my pepper is going yellow now, but it's still got its black on it. I reckon it'll be all right, though. This is my version of comfort food, this is. The pasta's nearly done. Well, it might be done, I might test that in a minute. I put the rest of the corn pieces out of the freezer in there because I don't want anything... It's going to be too windy tonight, basically, so I don't want beans and then go and do a gig. They have strategies. So in there's the yellow courgette. Some of that skin was very tough, like a marrow skin. I thought, oh my gosh, but actually it was only right by the stem where it was growing. Maybe I just picked it too small, I don't know. Anyway, so there's corn pieces, 2 tins of tomatoes, there's red pepper, mushrooms, and some aubergine as well, and some little cherry tomatoes that I had in the fridge that really needed eating that I didn't grow. There's also basil and a veggie oxo cube and a bit of soy sauce as well. Oh, and ginger, and also 2 frozen chilies, little tiny ones. I'm going to spend the time just doing a bit of cleaning up while that cooks. My daughter's going to come down and have some as well. Here's my yummy lunch. She said she'll have hers later when she's hungry. She's not that hungry at the moment, but she knows where to find it when she is. That was yummy. Have I got a blue tongue? I have a bit. Yeah, I've been eating a freeze pop as well, a blue one, and I still can't taste them properly after my cold. Anyway, I am going to go to the chemist. I'm going to sort my hair out. Look, I didn't do it after my bath. I just scrunched it back. I thought I'll dry it later. So I'm going to go dry that and brush it and then go and get my prescription that I meant to get on Saturday. Back from the chemist, I've got them. Right, I'm going to spend some time sorting out my mic now. When I say sorting out, I'm going to try and clean the contacts and that. I just had an email from the university that I've applied to. If you're new to my channel, I say this every time, but if you're new to my channel, you probably need to know that I've applied to do an MA Music at a university as a mature student at age 49 and I've had some trouble with it because part of the application process requires a degree transcript, which is a breakdown of all the modules that you studied at degree level and the individual marks that you received. But when I tried to get hold of one from the institution that would have been holding this, they said that they didn't do it when I went, basically, so no such document exists. And it's been since Wednesday last week that I emailed that I've been waiting for a reply, and I was almost thinking, shall I ring them today? And then I thought, well, maybe tomorrow, and I've got less on. But anyway, they've replied. The university says, "Hi Imogen, thanks for getting back. We understand the situation and we will proceed with your application to the next stage without the transcript. Please wait for further notice." Oh my goodness, so if I don't get in, it's not because of that now, because I was thinking I need to just start cheering myself up about the prospect of not going. I still might not anyway, I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. I wonder how long this is going to take. Oh my gosh. Anyway, right, I need to sort my my bits and bobs out. Well, I don't really know what I can do much other than just give everything a bit of a clean and hope for the best. So my mic still hasn't come from Amazon. Oh, I need a code, but they need to email me a code for it to be received. So if I go out and it's still not here, my daughter could open the door and receive it, but she doesn't have the code. They won't give it to her. I can email her the code as soon as I get it, or, you know, text it to her. But if I've got no signal where I'm gigging, it won't get through to her, so it's a bit annoying. My next gig is Thursday after this. It's Monday today. Right, so this is the mic, which I think the mic is fine. I think the problem might have been to do with the lead, so I was using that one. This one works, definitely. I've got 2 anyway, so I'm just going to give this a clean in here, the port where the lead goes in, clean all these ends, and maybe do the DI while I'm at it. Now, if you want to clean a contact that might have a little bit of electricity running through it, as this will, because there's a battery in there, so it's, you know, travels down there a bit. But this is like a non-conductive cleaner, so it's not usual WD-40. It's a specialist one for stuff that's going to be for use on electrical equipment, basically. Contacts. Oh, it says plastic and rubber as well. There we are. What should we do? Tiny little squidgy squirt. Scared. I think that'll do. And I think what you need to do then is just get your lead end and just put it in and out and twist it around, you know, spread it around that way. I think that's what you're supposed to do. Don't know if it's going to make the blindest bit of difference. It's about 4:05 now, and I've got just under an hour and a half before I have to leave, and I'm actually going to take a break and I'm going to do some jigsaw puzzle for a little while. This is me attempting to do an upside down puzzle. Well, just this bit along here, basically. Well, that's not quite right. Well, I got about this far with my puzzle, and there was a knock at the door, and this came. It's the mic, hopefully. So I think we should be all right tonight. Then, in that case, if it was my mic, we now have a working mic, but hopefully we still have 2 working mics, and one of them's a spare, and it was just a lead. So that's what I hope, because I'd much rather buy a new lead, because they're not very expensive at all compared to a new mic. Immo being inept as usual with opening boxes. Oh, there we are. Now, in this case is useless, I'm sorry, because you have to bend the wire every time to get it into that tiny little case. That's why I've substituted mine for a pencil case. It's my opinion on that, because the more times you bend that wire and the more sort of severe the angle, acute the angle, whatever you call it, it's more likely to break. There's a tiny wire inside, you want it to last as long as possible, and repeatedly bending metal and unbending it, in my opinion, is going to bring about its early demise. So, yeah, this is how it is when it comes out of the packet. There's a tiny bit of sponge in there, which is the little pop shield, the wind shield, stops the wind noise. Right, I need to do some assembling. Right, give me a minute. I'm a bit short of time for moving the camera around and doing fancy things, so I think I'm just going to get on with it and then show you it when it's done. Right, this is as much as I'm going to do, really, for now. See, it's a bit of a complicated attachment to the instrument compared to my other one. With my other one, what I did was I thought, I don't like this, because you wrap that around your flute tube, and there's a little diagram of it there, and then this saddly bit clips in, and then this clips into the saddly bit. But I found that this is just too slippy. It's just really, really slippy, and it was slipping around. So what I did was I got my old mic that didn't work, and I removed it out of its casing with great difficulty, and then just sort of bastardised the new one with the old one to make it attach more easily. But I have had a few little problems with that, so I'm going to try and go with this. I decided a little coffee would be nice before leaving, and I finally got around to sorting out my fruit bowl as well. I think I'm going to raid the snack cupboard and have some Seabrooks crisps. Yes, that would be nice. I'm all dressed up and ready to go now. Ta-da! Not too far to go today, only half an hour away today, so yay!
Quarter of an hour now.
Yeah. I wonder if we've been to this one before. It's a golf club, it is, and we've done a load over the years, you know. Are we in a marquee in a golf club?
I think it might be in the marquee.
Well, I brought my warm top.
Yeah.
Nowhere to park. Oh, I think I just saw a bride's veil.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I think we're going to be in there. Right, I'm going to put the camera away and figure out what we're doing. Just trying to get a sneaky shot of the space we're playing in, just for a quick 2 seconds while there's nobody here, because we've had children in and out and staff and things. Anyway, we're playing here. Yeah, so I'm going to get on and carry on putting the PA up now. Set up and ready. Yes, and there's my hand in the shot, due to start in about 1 minute, to be honest. Yes, the anticipation is building. It's been a bit difficult to film at this one, but I'm sneaking out through here now. Oh, I think I can get out of here, look. There we are. Well, there's a guy stepped out for a bit of fresh air. Yeah, they're eating. I've actually got a packed tea, it's my pasta that I made earlier, and some bits of fruit and bits and bobs. Yeah, just showing you the surroundings. So there's a big marquee, and we're in the marquee, basically. I don't know what time it is. I think it's only like 8 o'clock or something. Hang on, let's have a look. Yeah, just gone 8, so we've only done an hour. I think we finish at 10 with this one. So another couple of hours to go. I don't know when we'll restart, because it always takes a while for people to eat the food. It's just begun to spit with rain. It's very overcast. Look at the sky. It's a very overcast sky. I don't know what else to say, really. Oh, hang on. Look, he's walking past. There's a massive queue for food, or the wedding guests are queuing up for food, so I'm not going to intrude. I'm going to eat my own food, which is basically what I had for lunch, but cold. Do you know, I like these forks, but I find the fork side of it, well, not quite as deep. Mind you, it is kind of slopey, isn't it? I don't know, I just find it kind of too flat, but I like the spoon end. Well, I couldn't resist just getting a couple of little piggy bits. I don't know what this is. Oh, it's hot, actually. Oh, that's very nice. Not sure what it is. It's moussey. Did you have that? So, is it, what's that cheese? Ricotta. Spinach and ricotta, maybe?
Pesto?
No, goat's cheese. like ricotta goat cheese or something. I don't know if such a thing exists. I'm going to try this one as well. I think that one could be a fishy one. It's a spring roll. Bit of wedding cake as well. Me afters.
Number 2. It's always confusing, isn't it? Right, this is a dance. This is American square dance, and it's called "Coming Round the Mountain." In brackets, she'll be.
Quite often we have very, 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 very noisy crowds, and tonight we've got a very, very quiet one. And when Mick's explaining the dances, they're all listening. I'm being quiet. Mick is leaning in. Yes, they all retreated back to the tables now, having quiet sips of water and things like that, waiting for their instructions.
You need a partner, but make a large circle around the dance area. A little dance called the carousel.
We're all finished, we're packing up, lots of people are outside, even though it seems quite cold, but they've got very hot dancing, so they've rushed out there. Still some people left in here. It's very dimly lit tonight, this area, but it's about 9ish now, and no, 10ish. So yeah, just packing up and gonna go home. We're leaving, and it's very dark, and you can't really see, but we're driving out of the golf course. Oh, pedant. I turned the camera off, and he said, "We're leaving the golf club, not the golf course."
I think that's... is this the way out?
I presume so. Oh, I don't know. But maybe it's just another car park. It's like really dark. It's like, it's pitch black out there. We just literally don't know where to go. Oh, I think this might be the way. Yeah. Well, that's my little run of 5 gigs in 6 days come to its end. However, I've got 2 days off, and then got another gig, and then a day off, and then another gig. So they're still coming. They're just thinning out a little bit. We had a funny moment tonight because it was on a golf course, well, in a golf club. There were these people outside golfing, and there was a man, you know, with his like golfing bag with all the clubs and everything. And the other man that was with him, his one was moving on its own. It like had wheels on it, and it was just self-powered. I don't know if he had a remote control or whatever, but it was zooming off ahead of these guys. And Sel took one look at it out of the window, and he was just laughing and laughing. He really got the giggles. And we were coming towards this piece where we had to play a lovely slow waltz, and I thought he was going to just giggle all the way through it, but anyway, he managed to get his composure, luckily, but it didn't set him off. It did look ridiculous. I couldn't film it because there were wedding guests in the way, but it was very interesting to see. I'm tired now. It's just gone 11, so it's quite early to get in. Still got me cough, but it's getting better every day. Anyway, thank you so much for watching today's video. Do feel free to give it a like if you happen to like it. I'll put a playlist here of more videos from me in case you'd like to watch more videos from me, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!